class we are going to discuss about the concept energy. The capacity to do work or the ability to do work is called as energy. See, which will have energy or which body will have energy. See, if any body is moving, then we can say that the body is having some energy. Why? Because it is doing some work. The body which is moving will do some work. Reason is, due to some application of force, the body is moving and it is making some displacement. So force and displacement. So work is done by that body. So the ability to do work, if it is doing work, it is having energy. So the ability to do work or the capacity to do work is called as energy. In the same way, you consider a person is running. So running, he is running means he is making some displacement. So to run, he have to apply some force, muscular force. So force and displacement. So he is doing some work. So work has been done. So he is able to do the work. That means he is having some energy. If energy is not there, there is nobody will able to do a work. If there is energy, then the body will be able to do work. So the ability to do work is called as energy. Without energy, there is no work. So any type of work you consider, then there will be the concept energy. So every body which is able to do the work will have energy. If there is a turbine is there and a ball is placed on the turbine, can the ball able to do any work there? No. If the same ball is lifted to some height and if the ball is left free, then it will hit the turbine and the turbine will start to rotate. So here the ball is having some energy when it is lifted to some height. So it is doing some work. Initially, when the ball is placed on the turbine, no work is done. When the ball is lifted to some height, so it is doing some work. That means it is acquiring some energy. So due to that energy only, it is able to do the work. So we can say like this: the capacity to do work is called energy. And energy is measured in terms of joule. And the dimensional formula is also same as work. And energy is a scalar physical quantity. And now let us see some different forms of energies. Kinetic energy, potential energy, mechanical energy, light energy, heat energy, and sound energy. There are so many forms of energy, so we have taken some few forms of energies here. So first let us consider this kinetic energy. So the energy possessed by a body by virtue of its motion, or we can say like this: the capacity to do work by the body by its motion is called as kinetic energy. So for For example, you consider a person running. A running person or a moving car, moving train, moving plane acquires this kinetic energy. And next, if you consider this potential energy, the energy possessed by a body by virtue of its position is called as potential energy. So basing upon the body's position, it acquires some potential energy. And coming to this mechanical energy, the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy is mechanical energy. So there may be a kinetic energy or a potential energy, either kinetic energy or potential energy. If any body having either kinetic or potential will have mechanical energy. And coming to this light energy, light is a form of energy which gives the sensation of vision. Due to the light only we are able to see all the objects very clearly. And coming to the heat energy, heat is also a form of energy. See, we can say like this: in thermal power plants, electricity is produced due to means of heat, and a steam engine is able to run with the help of the heat. So heat is also a form of energy. And coming to the sound energy, sound is also a form of energy which is produced by the vibrating bodies, and it gives the sensation of hearing. Due to that sound we are able to hear the audio or any voice. And now coming to this kinetic energy, before going to this kinetic energy, let us discuss one thing. In this universe, no energy can be created nor destroyed, but energy can be transferred from one form to another form. We can't create any energy, we can't destroy any energy, but it can be transformed from one form to another form. For example, you consider I am having some energy, 100 joules of energy, and I am doing some work by rubbing my hands. So due to rubbing the hands, heat is produced. So if I consumed 20 joules of energy, then the work done is 20 joules. So whatever the energy is consumed, that will be equal to the work done. 20 joules of energy is consumed and 20 joules of work is done. So I am producing heat. I lost my energy 20 joules. Where it gone? Is it disappeared? No. It is again can be seen in the form of heat. I am giving some heat energy, and this heat energy will be transferred to the atmosphere. So if the room temperature is some 37 degrees Celsius, I am adding 1 degree Celsius to it. So that means the energy is transformed. I consumed my energy and made some and produced some heat. So energy is transformed, but it can't be disappeared, or we can't create any energy. A person is running. So he is running in the sense he is having some energy. So here the energy of the person is converted into some kinetic energy due to some chemical reactions. So where he is getting that energy? By taking food. By taking food, due to some chemical reactions, he acquires some energy. And that energy, by running, it is converted into kinetic energy. In the same way, if you consider the windmills, so the wind petals will rotate. When they will rotate? When the wind energy is blown. So here the wind energy is converted, that means it is doing some work to rotate the petals. So by rotating of the petals produce some electricity. That means the wind energy is converted into electrical energy. If you consider a candle burning, here a chemical energy is converted into light energy as well as heat energy. So no energy can be destroyed, no energy can be created, but the energy can be transformed from one form to another form. And here also, now let us have a look on this kinetic energy. Kinetic energy, the energy possessed by a body by virtue of the motion of the body, or the work done by the body by doing or being in the motion, is called as kinetic energy. Here, first you consider a body. A body of mass m, and a force F is applied on the body. So due to the application of force, the body made some displacement. So due to the application of force, the body made some displacement, and that means the work has been done here. So work has been done, force is there and there is some displacement. So if force is there, definitely there will be some acceleration. So force F equal to mass into acceleration and displacement. So work is nothing but mass, acceleration and displacement. And here from the kinematic equations we can write this acceleration as v square minus u square by 2s. So mass instead of acceleration, v square minus u square by 2s into s. So here s and s will be cancelled, and initially the body is at rest. So the initial velocity of the body is 0, and due to the application of force, the body made some displacement. So here v square, and this will be 0 by 2, and this can be written as half mv square. So the work done here is the kinetic is equal to kinetic energy of the body. So the body made some displacement due to the application of force. So due to the application of force, the body made displacement. That means it acquired some kinetic energy and work has been done. So the work is equal to the kinetic energy of the body. And coming to this potential energy and mechanical energy, we are going to have a look in next session. Thank you.